This video is 8 minutes long because I wanted that mid-roll ad. If you have any particular console that you're more inclined to see, I have all the timestamps down below. This is my third video on like console pickups, I guess, and all of my consoles are currently pink except for my Wii. This is the Wii that I've had since childhood, and one, I can't find a modded case that I can install on here, and two, I'm too lazy to mod it myself with like spray paint and everything, so I'm just going to be using this decal that I got from my tattoo skins. It's okay, it's not the best. I've had to like DIY some parts myself because they were missing. Pretty unfortunate, but oh well, it's still pretty and I really like the color. It almost perfectly matches the limited edition pink PlayStation 2. I should have probably tested it out first whether or not this was in functioning condition, because I want to have like all my consoles working, of course, because I want to play on them, but I didn't. Here's me checking for the first time whether this wiimote works. I honestly don't really remember what I played on the Wii. Like my PSP, I remember playing Neopets. On my Game Boy, definitely Pokemon. My DS as well, Pokemon, Professor Layton. Wii, besides Wii Sports, that's it basically. I remember playing Escape the Museum as a kid, but on PC actually, and I didn't have money to buy games back then, so I think if I recall correctly that it gave you an hour to like play some of the stuff, or at least the tutorial, because I remember this tutorial like kind of vividly. So yeah. I've been hunting for this console for so long, and I've been like scouring Mercari Japan for it, but was unable to find it, and thankfully found someone locally who was selling it at a very good price. I got this for 3,500 pesos and bought it from Retro Gamer Store PH. Gonna leave a link to them down below because they regularly sell games and consoles. I actually had a PlayStation 2 as a kid, and I remember my dad like playing Resident Evil, but it got stolen, and never thought about it again until I saw this circulating on like Instagram and Facebook groups. So really happy to have this. Unfortunately, I can't show you any gameplay of it because I misplaced the AV cables and I have no idea where it is. It's somewhere in my room. My room is a pigsty, so I don't know. Let's take the time to appreciate how pretty this pink is. It's the perfect 2000s Mean Girls kind of pink, and this is me like recreating what it would look like if you played on it. This is the best I can do. I'm trying to put filler in for that 8-minute mark, okay? Ignore how awkward this is. I think I failed to mention earlier, but I have a list of all the dream consoles that I want, and I have 4 items on there. 3 of them I have checked off, so one of them is the PlayStation 2. The other one you're going to be seeing featured in a future video. And this one. This one is actually the most recent addition to that list. I found a local listing in the Retro Gamers and Collectors Philippines group, and I was so shocked, so blown away that it was being sold here, and I was like, it was within my grasp that I gasped so loud. My mom thought someone died, and then afterwards when I told her it was just about a console, she started lecturing me. But yeah, I messaged them immediately, very aggressively might I add, saying that I would buy it, especially since it was a lot cheaper than the prices that I was seeing on eBay and Mercari Japan. So Mercari Japan, the only listing of this I could find was going for about 30,000 Philippine pesos. And on eBay, a boxed unit is about $400, and then a not that nice unit that was without box was around 250-ish. This was listed for 9,000 pesos, which is about 170, 180 US dollars, which for me, for my collection, and me knowing how much this typically goes on for on eBay, I don't think I structured that sentence well, but knowing how much it goes for typically. I went and reflected for about 2 seconds and decided that I really wanted this, so I closed my eyes, turned away from the anguish screams of my withering bank account, and sent the money to the seller. This, by the way, was from a private collector. I have no idea where you can get this outside of eBay and Mercari. Check Facebook groups. A lot of people ask me for links. I can't really give you guys links. You have to understand, these are no longer being in production. Most of the time, I purchase from the original owners of these consoles, so all you can really do is maybe look for a retro store locally near you. Perhaps they can import some stuff for you from Japan, or they have some stock left. Another option is just going onto Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, Carousel, and hunting on your own. Those are really the only options that I would advocate for right now, especially since we're in the middle of a pandemic. Onto the idea, by the way, of limited edition themed consoles. I think that this one is incredibly interesting, especially since you see the entire manual for the Dreamcast port has been entirely themed to go with this particular console and this particular console alone. You don't really see that a lot nowadays. I think the best themed like Nintendo console that recently came out is probably not even the Mario one. I think the Animal Crossing one is a lot better designed. I feel like that's controversial, but definitely think the 3DS period of time is a lot better in regards to that. So here we go, the limited edition Hello Kitty Sega Dreamcast. Only 1,500 were made in this color, and then there's also a blue one that also had 1,500 made. This is the first time I'm seeing a Dreamcast in general because I was born in 2002, this was released in 1999. By the time I was like old enough to comprehend consoles and everything, that was PlayStation 2 era. While I purchased my other consoles in order to play on those platforms and on different makes and models, this is the first item probably in my collection that I will not be like turning on or anything. It will simply be a display / collection piece for me to enjoy. Do you really want to play your beautiful PC games with an ugly watermark on them? Sis, bro, or whichever part of the spectrum you are, you deserve better. And you can take care of that ugly watermark by going onto cdkoffers and searching for their Windows 10 Pro OEM keys. It's already affordable, but with our exclusive code CO20, you can get it for much cheaper. Once the purchase is over and you have your code, it's incredibly simple to use it. All you have to do is highlight, Ctrl+C, paste into the activation window, and click on activate. Check the links in the description for more.